Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Lean Publishing tip of the day. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to create an ebook bundle for sale on Leanpub. Before we do that, just the first minute or two of housekeeping. You can find all these videos recorded for posterity on our YouTube channel at Leanpub. Please like and subscribe and all of that. Each of these videos also has an accompanying blog post that you can find on the Leanpub blog at leanpub.com/blog. I'm going to try pasting a link in here to see if that works. I saw we use StreamYard for these videos, and I saw that they had a new feature about sharing links. So I'm just going to try that and see if that works for people. So I've shared the link in some comment thing here. Yeah, so you can find the blog post at leanpub.com/blog. The blog posts are useful for all kinds of reasons. If you prefer reading to watching and listening to videos, but also because they have helpful links and things like that that you might not find in the video if you find it on video description, if you find it on YouTube. You can also get these Lean Publishing tips of the day in your inbox in an email if you sign up for the Lean Publishing Daily email newsletter. These come out every weekday. You'll see a bunch of cool deals on Leanpub ebooks and ebook bundles and courses at the top of the email, but if you scroll down a bit, you'll get to the Lean Publishing tip of the day. I hope that these are useful for people who are sort of interested in taking some time out of their weekday to learn a little bit more about self-publishing, maybe help them boost their ebook sales on Leanpub, or get started if you're just getting started. And basically, we view these things as kind of, video help center articles that are a little bit kind of on the fly, but give you a bit of the flavor for like what it's like using Leanpub in real time. So today I want to talk about creating an ebook bundle for sale. So Leanpub is a platform for selling ebooks and online courses. So many Leanpub authors actually publish more than one book. And you might actually have an idea for a series. There might be beginner, intermediate, advanced that you want to share as a bundle. So basically what that means is that people can buy all this set of ebooks in one purchase or as one purchase. Effectively what you do is you play with the pricing to essentially give them a kind of like bulk discount. So if you bought the 3 books, say it's 3 books in the bundle, if you bought them all separately, then you would want to, have that price be, see what the minimum price for that would be, all of those added together, and then sort of make sure the bundle minimum price is lower than that. As usual in these blog posts, we have a link to an article or a tutorial in our Leanpub Author Help Center, which you can find if you Google Leanpub Author Help Center. Then you can find this walkthrough, which takes you through it step by step with screenshots and helpful little arrows and boxes and things like that, which can be really useful. These tutorials are obviously really useful. I mean, the self-publishing is everything. You should be able to do everything yourself. If you can't do everything yourself, it's either our fault or maybe yours. But of course, I'm just joking. We would make it our view that like any sort of problem that people have is something we should address somehow. So there's a complete tutorial there. One interesting thing about ebook bundles on Leanpub is that you can actually create a bundle of ebooks with other authors. So if you've written a book on a certain topic, like say, and this is typically mostly would apply to nonfiction books because they can be different books in the same subject. But if you're fiction authors, you might find ways of collaborating too. But basically, you can actually invite a Leanpub author, someone who self-published a book on Leanpub, to join a bundle that you've created. You don't have to have met them. Typically, before you send a kind of like an invite to ask them to join a bundle with you, you will probably know them one way or another, whether it's online, social media, LinkedIn, etc. But you will probably have interacted with the person maybe at a conference or something like that. But yeah, you can actually like find some book on Leanpub and sort of be like, hey, I'd love to be in a bundle with that author. And then you work out the details afterwards. But we actually do have a feature, very cool feature, that makes it possible to do that. Let's get going here. I'm going to show you how to create a bundle. What you do is you go to the Leanpub homepage as normally, and then if you click on the menu at the top right here, you'll see a create a bundle option in the menu. You click that and you give the name, demo live stream bundle. And then we, as usual, when you create a book or a course or anything like that, all you need to do is type in the name and we'll suggest a helpful URL for you. You want to keep these URLs short and you know, and to the point, but you don't want to obsess about them either. You can also choose a language in the bundle, which is by default English, but basically all I've done is type the bundle name. It's that easy. Just click create bundle. As usual, when you do something like this, you go to a getting started page, or you know, if you're writing a book in the browser, you'll go to straight to the right tab so you can start writing. But in this case, you go to a getting started page with some explanation there. What it explains is you should go to the books tab, and it's on this books tab in the bundle kind of admin section that you add a book. So let's click add a book. All you need to add a book to the bundle, by the way, which is not published yet, you're still sort of constructing it at this stage. All you need is the URL for the bundle. Let me take you to another tab here. So if you've got a bunch of books, where are my books? How can I get the URLs for them? You probably don't have them memorized. You click the menu at the top right, you go to the author section of Leanpub, and in the author section, you'll find your books. Here are my books. I have a bunch of demo books. Let's say I wanted to put my, you know, sample technical book and my sample nonfiction theme book into the bundle. So I would, you know, open those. If you go to, you can then see the URL slug in the top here. It's the thing that comes after leanpub.com. So this one's sample technical book. So to add it to the bundle, let's go back to this tab. So that's the first URL I want to add is sample technical book. So you can see that matches the address that would be in the address bar if I was going to the book on Leanpub. And the next thing is you're going to have to decide a royalty split for the books in the bundle. This can, if it's just you, it kind of doesn't matter. If you've got co-authors, then you're going to actually want to start thinking about this kind of thing. If you're creating a bundle of ebooks with someone else, another author who's completely written their own book, they're not a co-author of yours, it's just your book and their book. You're really going to want to make sure that you think about this and communicate about this in advance properly, but what the royalty split is going to be. You know, if one of you is way more famous than the other one, that will probably go into determining the royalty split, or may go into determining that, because, you know, if one person just has a way bigger online following than the other one does, you might decide, it's not actually fair to be 50-50 in a 2-book bundle. Let's make it, you know, 60-40 or something like that. But by default, 50% is checked here. So that's what we want to do for this one. And I'm just going to click add to bundle. All right, so now we're halfway to creating our 2-book ebook bundle. I just need to get I need to add another book. And I'm going to click the button here to do that. I'm going to go over to the other book that I checked from, or that I clicked on from my author kind of dashboard for published books. And I'm just going to grab the slug there at the top. I hope you can see that. If you can't see it, I'm in the address bar and I'm grabbing the URL. You'll see the URL in just a second. So that's the URL for the landing page for my book. And it could, again, like I said before, if you're inviting someone who's published a book, you just type in the URL slug there, and we've got a royalties. And there's a helpful message at the bottom here saying there's 50% remaining to allocate to bundle books. So that's really helpful if you've added a bunch. Click add ebook to bundle. Now, what you'll see here, you may have noticed, is that, you know, we've got a little table showing you the books that are currently sort of set up to be included in the ebook bundle, what the royalty split is, what the status is, which is unproposed. In this case, we're going to click propose bundle. That language comes from, you know, the possibility that you may be inviting people who aren't just you to include books in the bundle. So you click propose bundle. Oh, you're not seeing it, but there's a little kind of box that's sort of like asking you to sort of, are you sure you want to do this? So confirming it, and I'm just clicking OK. You can see a screenshot of that in the tutorial accompanying this. As usual, because I'm in an admin account, it might take a little bit longer for this to work than it would for most people. But there you go. You see the bundle was proposed. Now, again, that language is for there for like the case where you might be inviting other people and they'll get a little invitation and stuff like that by email. But you can click the link at the top left here to see that the bundle, if it's just your books, if you're the primary author on all the books included in the bundle that you're proposing, it's automatically published. I didn't go into any of the details of like setting the pricing or anything like that, but it's relatively easy to do. You can see here, I think we've just made a guess at what the bundle price should be from the minimum prices of the separate books, which is really helpful. But yeah, let's go back. This is about this video is about live stream today is about creating a bundle, not like kind of managing it and handling it. But you can see that the covers of the books are there. All this is done for you. It's pretty amazing. It says which following 2 books included in this bundle. That's all automatic. If people scroll down, they see this nice kind of little boxes sort of setting out what the books in the bundle are. As usual, they can, we've got variable pricing being applied, so they can choose to pay more than the bundle price if they want to. They can actually buy multiple copies of it if they want to as well. If they add it to their cart, we've got instructions for how to do that. If you go, I'm just clicking back in the browser bar here to go back to the kind of bundle admin kind of section or author app part. And you can see that there's, if you've published a book on Leanpub, which you have, if you're proposing a bundle or creating a bundle, there's some, there's fewer options than on a book or a course, but you still see things like you actually can. It's funny, a bundle is kind of like a coupon for a bunch of books, but you can actually create coupons for bundles, which is the #1 best way to market a book, is to create a coupon discount campaign. Very easy to do on Leanpub, but you could do things like get the bundle for 50% off for the next 24 hours, or the first 50 people to use this coupon link get the bundle for 50% off, things like that. And you can see here that there's the usual settings things where you can add about the bundle stuff, you can add some details, you can change the language if you want to. You might want to upload a special bundle cover. That's up to you if you want to do that. You can change the URL. And you can check the analytics and stuff like that. Just to show you what a kind of properly kind of formatted bundle looks like. This is something I created. This is basically my doctoral thesis split out into 5 different books. Sort of this is what's called eating your own dog food in the startup world or product world. So I split my doctoral thesis up into 5 different books. They're all published individually, but then I created a bundle of them so you can see what that looks like. Of course, I've got a free minimum price here. I'm not going to charge people to read my doctoral thesis. Yeah, and you can see that these nice boxes here show the nice details, how many words are in each chapter or in each book, what the percent complete is. If they're lean publishing your book, and some of the books in the bundle aren't 100% complete, people can see that easily there. They can see the formats, they can see the language. So it's all very robust and very cool. If you're wondering what best-selling bundles look like, you can click there at bundles at the top, and then you go to the bundle section of the bookstore where you can search bestsellers last week. You can search, as usual with Leanpub, you can search bestsellers all time, various categories, free with membership, free for everyone. Yeah, and so that is how you create, how easy it is to create a bundle of ebooks on Leanpub. Basically, all you need to do is go to the create bundle thing and make sure you have the kind of URL slug for each book that you want to include in the bundle. And after that, it's pretty easy to do. If you came in late to this Lean Publishing Tip of the Day video live stream, it was about how to create an ebook bundle, which is a really great way to increase your sales if you've self-published more than 1 book on Leanpub, or if there's another book by another author that you think your book and that one would sell well together. You can create an ebook bundle to do that yourself and just propose it to them and invite them to do that. You can find a blog post about this live stream and how to create a Leanpub ebook bundle on our blog at leanpub.com/blog. You can find all these videos on our YouTube channel at Leanpub. Please like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Just search for the playlist for Lean Publishing Tip of the Day. Well, that's it. So thank you, everyone, for being here and for being interested in book marketing and book selling and all that kind of stuff.